I have a confession to make. I never watched Godfather. I just didn't for some reason. But you know what I did do? Read a 44-page document on the Peruvian multi-account Mafia. Oh, and also the 24-page follow-up doc. My god, that was a lot of reading. And also, it's in Spanish, which definitely didn't help with how complicated the whole thing is. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So before we start, there is some info you need to know. The method. The way of avoiding getting banned for multi-accounting. It wasn't shared in the document for obvious reasons, but it was reported to the OSU support, and there are screenshots of players sharing it with each other. KTREHC, which breaks my fucking tongue, so from now on I'm just gonna call him Patrick, which is his real name. He's the founder of the entire Mafia and is the one who's currently hosting tournaments and helping them gain badges. Nanamochi, also one of the people involved in the Mafia and was really active up until getting banned. Arnold24. You probably already know him, but he's the #1 player in Peru, who seems to have known about all of this, but did not participate in it, and also did not report it to anyone. Tournament screening. The requirements set by the tournament host aim to prevent multi-accounts from joining. And that's about it, so let's just start. The first recorded instance of multi-accounting was the account called miqt. The account first surfaced back in 2022, trying to participate in the 6VC, which is the 6-digit World Cup, and FKPT2, which is the Flaming Kitten Pass tournament. At the time, the account was deemed suspicious, and it was fortunately screened from the 6VC. But it did manage to participate in the FKPT2, losing the tournament but showing above average performance on 7 and 8 star maps while still being a 6-digit. After Peru lost 6VC, someone named Vinny PvP confronted the team by saying that they deserved to lose for having 2 multi-accounts, referring to Momo30 and miqt. To which Arnold24 responded that there were no multi-accounts. But Vinny PvP continued by saying that Patrick has a multi-account and linking miqt, which at the time was called La Vieja. So as we can see, at this point, people were already aware of miqt being a multi-act, but no one reported it anywhere, so the account just continued thriving, participating in tournaments like the Beginner Peruvian Draft Tournament and the Simon Bolivar Lounge, and showing average to above average results across the board. After these 2 tournaments, it seems that the ownership of miqt was transferred to Nanamochi, and Patrick started hosting his own tournaments, which Nanamochi would then join from the miqt account, and Patrick would manipulate to make Nanamochi win. He also did such favors for his other friends, like for example these 2. Dakivi and Canon were multi-accounts who took part in the Peruvian Trios Cup. But this time, unlike other tournaments that were overseen by Patrick, something went wrong. During the semifinals week of the tournament, 2 players from the opposing team, one of which is 4XNL, who we'll talk about later, started to seriously question Dakivi's and Canon's legitimacy. And as soon as Patrick was informed of this, he gathered a group to mass report those 2 players, ultimately getting those players temporarily banned, and therefore causing their team to lose and Dakivi and Canon's team to win. But that's not all what Patrick did. After giving a miqt to Nanamochi, he was looking for a different account to play on. And there happened to be a player by the name of Kisari who was willing to gift his account to Patrick to play on. But then after a few months, Kisari accidentally logged into the account while Patrick was playing on it, which caused the account to get banned and Patrick to receive a 1-year tournament ban. But Patrick wasn't ready to back down just yet. He proceeded to create a fake email account and message OSU support, claiming to be the owner of Kisari and claiming that he got mass reported by Russians and that he was innocent. Thankfully, OSU support were not so easy to fool, and he did not get his account back. This whole situation caused the Mafia Discord server to go fairly quiet till the end of 2023, which is when everyone started preparing for the 6-digit World Cup 2024. Patrick revived the server, tagged old people, and messaged new people to come and multi-account with him. And one of such people was 4XNL, who, if you remember, Patrick previously had beef with during the Peruvian Trios Cup. But after a lot of communication, the final team of multi-accounters participating in the 6-digit World Cup looked like this, with Patrick being on the staff team and helping them from the within. So just like that, the Mafia have successfully infiltrated the 6-digit World Cup. and now it was time to win it. They played match after match and eventually made it all the way into finals, when suddenly something rather unexpected happened. The whole team got disqualified for some reason. And it turns out they got betrayed by none other than their own Mafia's leader. Patrick created a throwaway Discord account to report all of his fellow multi-accounters and to hopefully get them disqualified from the team and eventually banned, in which, as you can see, he actually succeeded. And the reason he said he did it was because of internal hatred towards two of the multi-accounters for some beef they had years prior, namely for XNL and their beef at the Trios Cup, and some other guy named Rules who we don't really know much about. After that, some more beef happened, but ultimately Patrick ended up betraying others like Nanamochi and getting them banned. And of course, alongside Nanamochi, his other accounts like miqt also got banned. So after all of this, the only one left standing is Patrick, who is still continuing to host tournaments to this day and has already made some arrangements for tournaments in 2025. Although for some reason I don't think that after this document got released it's gonna be the case for much longer. And so, just like that, February 2025 marks the end of the Peruvian Osu Mafia. And it's kind of funny actually. At the end, Patrick was the one who created the entire organization, and ultimately, he was also the one who burned it all to the ground. And that's the end of the Peruvian Mafia story. Was quite a ride, am I right? I only covered one of the documents because the video is already too long, so if you want to know what the other document is about, I recommend reading through it because it's also equally interesting as this one, and if you want me to cover it in a separate video, I'll be glad to do so, just let me know in the comments. But anyway, I really enjoyed researching all of this and I hope you enjoyed watching this video as well. And if you did, I would really appreciate it if you consider subscribing, since a very small portion of you guys are actually subscribed. But that's about it for today, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!